This is my Arrows 50mm EDF Viper Jet, an incredible model, but that canopy just won't do. Now this is much better. And I also have a 90mm e-flite Viper Jet that I absolutely love, and I wanted my 50mm version to match its style. That's how this project began. Here is what she looks like in flight. Amazing, isn't it? At one point I experimented with a different color scheme. I loved how it turned out, but unfortunately we had a minor crash. Let's dive into the build process and look at the components we'll be using. The nozzle, seat, instrument panel, pilot, and the heads-up display. First, you'll need to clean up the lightweight PLA parts. These prints are straightforward to clean, using a combination of a blade and sandpaper. You can take your time and be meticulous, or do it quickly and roughly like I'm doing it here. Next, carefully remove the original plastic canopy from the foam. Be cautious during this step, not only to avoid cutting yourself, but also to prevent damage in the foam. Work slowly and methodically until the plastic is fully removed. Here is what it should look like once the plastic is removed. To save a bit of weight, we'll modify the foam canopy base by removing some material. Start by marking the area you want to cut. Then, using a sharp blade, carefully separate the base from the top. Accuracy is key here, so take your time to ensure clean and precise cuts. Once you've completed the cut, this is the result you're aiming for. The next step is to fill the hole in the canopy base. Take the leftover foam and cut out a square that matches the hole size. Glue it in place using your preferred adhesive. My go-to glue for foam repairs is Yoo-hoo, but you can always use any foam-safe super glue or epoxy. If needed, you can use lightweight filler to smooth out the surface. Personally, I'm skipping this step since the combination of the pilot and the seat will cover this area. Now let's focus on the canopy itself. Start by trimming away some of the excess material, but avoid cutting all the way to the final cut line. This approach gives you a cleaner and more precise finish. Since it's often tricky to see exactly where to cut, I recommend using masking tape to define the cut line. This method allows you to make adjustments as needed without damaging the canopy. Once the line is marked, use scissors to carefully trim away the excess material. After trimming, fit the canopy to your cockpit foam to check for proper alignment. If necessary, make minor adjustments with a final touch-up trim to ensure a perfect fit. To prepare the canopy for painting, mask off the areas that you want to keep unpainted. There are plenty of online tutorials that explain this process in detail. I masked the entire canopy and used a pen to mark out indentations. Then I carefully cut out those marked sections using a blade. When using this method, be cautious not to cut through the canopy. Once the masking is done, spray paint the inside of the canopy. For a step-by-step guide, you can refer to RC car painting videos. This step is optional, but you can follow it if you want to save a little extra weight. I marked the section of the base I wanted to remove, then carefully cut it away using a sharp blade. Take your time and ensure precise cuts. To attach the instrumentation and heads-up display to the foam, I used Yoo-hoo glue. Since UHU glue is a contact adhesive, it needs to be applied to both surfaces, as done here. After applying the glue, I let it sit for 10 minutes. Note that the drying time may vary depending on the temperature in your area. Once the glue is ready, I press fit the pieces into place. That looks just right to me. The next step is the pilot, but before gluing him in place, it's best to actually paint him outside the cockpit. For painting, I use regular acrylic art and craft paints. You can get creative with the colors and take as much time as you need. Lightweight PLA is easy to paint, so this part should be straightforward. Once the paint is dried, position the pilot in front of the seat to determine his placement. Mark the spot lightly, being careful not to paint too close to the glue application area. At this point, you can also paint the cockpit interior. After the cockpit has been painted, glue the pilot into place. Once the glue is dry, finish painting the seat and the area around the pilot to complete the look. Next, apply a small amount of superglue to the area where the heads-up display will be placed. Carefully position the green heads-up display in place and allow the glue to dry completely. Once it's secure, trim away any excess material and your heads-up display is ready. Now test fit the canopy to ensure everything lines up perfectly. When you're satisfied with the fitment, glue the canopy in place. Once again, I used Yoo-Hoo glue for this step. So here we are with a Viper 50mm again. This is the Arrows one. We've got a new canopy on this guy here.
This is your second one.
This is my second one. The other one got destroyed after, 150 flights or something like that?
Yeah, we don't really know what happened, but the controls locked up. Almost like a fail-safe, but not quite because we still had...
But I got amazing photographs of it because I repainted that one, and sadly all I was able to do is get the photographs, and coming in on landing, I lost it. So
that was really sad. Actually, a few planes went down that day. I wonder if there was something up.
I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'll show pictures of, I'll get the pictures of that up there so you can see what it looks like. But yeah, that aircraft was absolutely amazing. So I've redone it. I've gone for a green seat this time in the colour scheme. And
did you drill out the hole for the canopy to
get I forgot to do that.
That's why it's getting a bit cloudy in there.
So I've got to actually drill that out. So you've got to have a hole in there for sure. So this makes it look more like the e-flite Viper, doesn't it?
Yes.
So you ready to fly it?
No. I guess you're going to launch it.
I'll launch it, yeah.
Video.
Yeah, okay. We'll see how we go.
Okay.
Okay, here we are, and Thomas is flying the Viper. I might be pulling up a bit. I think I need to actually adjust it. Do you reckon it's all right?
I don't know, bro. Let me level up.
This one's only done one flight, really.
It is pulling up. Oh, it's... No, it's pretty good. It's pulling up slightly. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Where's my pitch trim? Let's find that. Give me a sec. I'm going to say hi for a moment. It's more than enough. I've got two trims down. It is going down a little bit now, but I prefer that.
I prefer down, so I'm always holding up elevator for level flight. I just find I'm more comfortable with it. And this one's actually running a lot lighter than the other Vipers because it's got no weight added to it at all. I've actually pushed the RC, the RX, right back into the fuselage. It's all tucked right back.
Is this running upgraded ESC or is this running...
running upgraded ESC too.
Okay. VAS's ESC.
VAS's ESC, yeah.
This is low rates. It's very sensitive.
Yeah, it is. I haven't actually dialed in the actual thing on it. The
I'm not going to do anything too crazy because I'm not...
Yeah.
Not
but she flies nice, doesn't she? Doesn't she sound so good?
The wind's picked up a bit too.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, it doesn't birded well.
Really well.
Try and get it close. It's not confident enough yet. Let's try to get it close. Oh, the wind's just in a perfectly wrong position.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of against the wind.
Let's do a wrap around. How about that? Totally exposed that.
How gorgeous is she? It's such a good flying EDF, isn't it?
It's insane how direct it is. As in, like, maybe because I'm used to flying heavier aircraft, you kind of turn and then, like, the nose points and then it sort of follows the curve.
Yep.
Whereas this, you point and it just straight out follows. Like, it weighs nothing. It's insane how direct that nose is. It's almost like you're just drawing.
And it doesn't fly like a little aircraft at all, does it? How's that for pace? Speed?
For peace?
I was going to say, I was going to say.
How's that for peace?
I'm frozen, man.
Peace and justice.
It's really cold, by the way, guys. It's really cold. It's winter here. I need speech therapy. How gorgeous is that?
She feels good. As soon as I think I wasn't running high enough throttle. Now she's feeling...
It's a bit buffety there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But the wind's picked up. So it is what it is. I'm going to try to do a nice banked pass under more throttle.
That just looks amazing. Those rolls weren't axial because I was putting in pitch movements. That's not the plane. If I just do just rolling, is that to land? Yes.
Okay, let's bring her in. Hey. If I remember correctly, these things glide quite well.
They do.
Give ourselves plenty of room. It's just...
Perfect, you've got it.
Hey, home safe. That was not next to us, but it's not broken, so I'll take that as a win.
I'll go around this way because the sun's in the eyes. What do you think of it?
It's good. I think it's a bit too buffety today for that kind of thing. But
it's literally done one maiden, and I sort of trimmed it out roughly, and we left that day. That was when Mum broke her foot, so we didn't get a chance to sort of set it up properly.
yeah,
And this is the second flight. It had this one. We've got another spare one at home.
it's feeling good. I think it's faster than the old one.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, new EC.
I think I'm not sure whether it's a new EC or it's just a newer kit. That's all. I haven't worked that out yet. Because I know Ken's got one too. There's like about 5 or 6 of these in the club now. Thomas actually got me one for my birthday. There's a whole heap of other videos, and I'll have links to the description for those. And information about the canopy and all that sort of stuff too. And a build video for the canopy for people that want to actually put one of those together.
They're a great little model. For something so small, they really don't fly like their size.
At all.
They fly like a much bigger model.
Like going from this to the 90mm, it just feels the same, except 90mm just uses more airspace.
Yeah, so I do love the 90 though, because in a weather like this, the 90 would probably get that like that little yori movement that all EDFs do. But that'd be about it. It'd still be pretty easy to track nice lines. At the moment, it's probably a bit too much for this thing. Like in the straights, it was kind of like...
But it still flies well. I mean, there's no dramas flying it, you know what I mean?
No, it flies fine. It's not like I'm fighting it or anything.
No, and we're flying in gale force breezes and all that
And
sort of
also,
stuff
it's
too.
first time flying it and getting used to Dad's radio, which is different
Which is
stick
still not
tensions
used to,
and stick heights.
And stick deflection too. Mine's got way more than yours.
Yes, I realised that's what was going on, that's why I wasn't putting it on enough throttle.
Oh, that
Because
makes
my
sense.
throttle cuts off like almost halfway.
So you're
where
flying...
yours is
okay.
still got like way more to go.
Thomas's radio is more set up for the way he flies his racing drones.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, guys. Catch us in the next one.
See yous.